Hey, so, it's cold out here again. Ohio weather, making sure that it reminds me that it's Ohio weather. I got a little spoiled. See, here's the thing. I don't mind the cold, alright? I'm a cold person. I like the cold. So, I'm not necessarily hating the cold, because it's not the cold in itself that I got a problem with. My problem is with the fact that the weather keeps flip-flopping, right? So, instead of it just being cold, all winter long and then warming up in the spring, Ohio has a tendency of rotating seasons in the wintertime. So, we'll get winter for, solid 3 weeks, and then winter will just stop. And then we'll get spring weather for a week. And then right as you start getting comfortable with the spring weather, the winter weather makes another appearance and totally smashes your hopes and dreams. So it's annoying, to say the least, that the weather can't seem to make up its mind. Because I'm okay with the cold. I like the cold. I like snow. I like the season. But man, don't warm up to 45 and 50 and make me think that going for evening runs and stuff are going to become a thing and then take it away from me. Anyway, going into work today, like I always do, right? Pretty excited. Today's going to be a day. I got some things I need to take care of, from last week, that have trickled back into the workload. I got to knock that out, and then today is going to go back to doing some more organizational stuff, getting some more systems in place, and trying to get things on a better level than what they're at. So we'll see how it goes. Speaking of levels, I feel like a great deal of the time we all find ourselves operating on the same level, and because we've gotten comfortable with that operation, we don't try to advance, and we need to stop that. It hinders our development. It hinders our ability to get further in life. It hinders our growth. And what I mean by that is, you find that sweet spot in life where things work, right? Not perfectly, but overall things work. And we're okay with that sweet spot because things are working, because things are going well enough that we're cool with just hanging out in it. Now, bad things still happen. We still have to face troubles and whatnot, just because that's life. But for the better part, we find ourselves in a comfortable place where we could say, yeah, let's just hang out here because this is great. Problem with hanging out in places when you find a sweet spot, you hinder your growth. You stop your progression in life. You stop moving forward, and that's a big issue. We don't recognize it. Most of the time we have to it has to be brought to our attention. And the reason why we don't recognize it is because we feel like, ooh, got that sweet spot. And you think you've achieved something, which you did, but your achievement was only monetary. It wasn't a forever thing. It wasn't supposed to be. But the thing is, you get in those sweet spots, and then you live in them. And then once you live in them for so long, it becomes like a second nature thing. You don't want to get out of it because you rely on it, you love it, whatever. But you don't grow. You don't grow as a person. You don't grow as a businessman, businesswoman. You don't grow as an individual, leader, a guide, whatever. Like, however you want to title that. You stop growing. And we all need to make sure that we're looking for the next level. Because there is a next level. You know, you could think that you're working your hardest and that you're at the top of your game, and there's a level above you. There's a video Rob Bailey put out, I want to say like a year ago, and I go back to that video all the time because he talks about, you know, there's another level of operation that's higher than the level that you're operating at. And there always is. You can always get better. You can always improve. You can always. And it's the truth. You can. You can always get better. You can always improve. But I'm talking a little bit more on the deeper sense of it. Yes, there's always room for improvement. But I'm talking there's not just room for improvement. There's room for advancement. There's room for being better. We need to look for that. We need to be on a continuous quest to get better, to advance to that next level. And then when we get to the next level, then we need to get to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And I'm sure you guys see where I'm going with this. Just some food for thought. I've been thinking about this stuff. I was going to sneeze, but oh, you're it. Issue! God bless Ohio weather. I'm just saying, Ohio really needs to stop playing with me. Like, it's still cold out here, but it looks gorgeous. Hashtag go explore. So, getting a lot done today. It doesn't look like a lot, but that was actually full of crap. Completely covered in junk. And back orders. Stuff from last week I said earlier in the video. I've got to get. Hold on. Ew. Anyway, no real excitement going on today, though. Just trying to get shit done. If I find the right size here. Anyway, it's 3:20, so a couple more hours left, and then I get to go home, which I'm looking forward to. I had Onward, which has me pumped. I'm feeling really good, though. She said it was out here. I'm going to have to find it. This is wonderful. Yeah! I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, it's my day so far. Just been getting stuff done. We'll see. Now, that's the one thing I loved the most about my bus driver back then. It was so fucking cool. She'd put on Z88. She turned the radio up, like, so it wasn't even like it was background noise or nothing. It was like legit music on the school bus on the way to school. No other bus driver did that shit back then. And I say back then like I'm an old fart or something, but...
I don't know if you recall.
What's going on, guys? Leaving work. Fantastic news, though. Good stuff coming. I got some stuff that needed to be done as far as operating systems are concerned. I know a lot of this doesn't mean anything to you guys out there because you guys don't know what I'm necessarily talking about, which is cool. Just excited, so it's hard for me not to share. I don't know. Good day today. I'm feeling really, really good, and I have a really good feeling. It has to do with the fact that I drank Onward, which... Run Everything Labs, you need to check it out. Not sponsored, by the way. But feeling really good. Pretty happy. Can't wait to get home. My daughter actually won something in her class, which I'm excited for her because she doesn't win things very often. So, like, when she wins stuff, it's really cool. Not necessarily because I feel like she needs to win stuff, but it's just nice that she sees and gets recognized for things. Even when it's, like, dumb stuff. Like, this award was just, this prize is because me and Julie worked really hard. We got 10 addresses put together to send back to the school for some book thing, and if you filled out the whole book, it entered you in a chance to win this minion robot thing. I'm not quite sure what it's about. I won't know until I get home, but it's really, really cool that she won something. It'll give her, like, the incentive to try to do that kind of stuff more often, which I think is good. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Tonight I have training. Tonight is core and back, which I have to plank tonight. I know it sounds bad. Like, here's the thing. I love training. Don't get me wrong. Love it to pieces. I love working out. But core is not necessarily my favorite thing to do. And the reason behind that, it's not like a sweet science either. The reason behind why I'm not, like, huge into core is... I'm losing you. There we go. I had to edit that out. I dropped it, and that whole thing went bad. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, it's not necessarily that I don't like training core. It's just, for me, like, core is difficult. Reason why core is difficult for me is because it requires balance, and I am not the most ginger of person when it comes to balance. I'm not saying balance is necessarily a weakness, but it's not a strength either. So I've got to work on that, obviously. I don't know, though. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll see what happens when I get home. I'm interested to see what kind of dinner I'm having. She's making another crockpot invention. So I'm not saying bad. I was a really big fan of the crockpot thing that she made the other night because the chicken was, like, probably the most tenderest chicken I've ever had in my life. Tenderest. I don't know if that's a word. But we'll see.
He said, oh.
That's the new house toy. Yeah. So how about that workout? I'm sore.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
I think I found the cure to my want for something snacky at night. These protein shakes are phenomenal.
Yeah. They've been hearing about Run Everything Labs like all day today. Telling you, some legit stuff. Again, not sponsored.
Run Everything Labs is just the brand that we are using. I'm saying routine in general.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. If you guys find something that works for you, that's wonderful. And if so, go ahead and comment. Maybe you help somebody else out. I don't know. Man, I'm really tired though. Today was a full day.
It doesn't look like he's in it.
Ooh, but I'm going to include them on our conversation we were just having. So, the creativity that TV writers have these days, they suck. And I say that because all the stuff that was popular when I was a kid, when we were kids, I'm going to say we because the better part of you are in my age group. They're trying to resurface our shows and capitalize on them again. For instance, of course, because I have kids, Disney Channel is a thing in the house. So you turn the TV on, chances are it's on some type of kids channel somewhere. And Raven's home. That's So Raven was a huge thing when I was younger, and now they brought it back in their own little rendition. Then they're bringing back Roseanne, which I don't understand that, because it was awesome in the time period it was in, but now I don't know if that would work out so well. We're going to find out though. And now Julie just saw that they're bringing back Spy Kids. Get some new material. Come up with something new. I don't understand why. Is the creativity in this next generation so lame that they can't come up with new concept? I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Things had their time. Roseanne had its time. I love Roseanne, don't get me wrong. I watch reruns of it. The old school stuff. Because I grew up on it. But, now? I don't know. God. I'll tell you the one show I miss. Malcolm in the Middle. I love that show. Love, love, love that show. They won't bring it back, though. I don't think they'll bring it back. We'll find out, I guess. These are my evening thoughts. I don't know. I'm tired though. And I think I'm going to go read a little bit more and then go to bed. By the way, I'm staying up on my book every month challenge. I'm just wrapping up one of the first book I opened up for January. Pretty happy about it. It's a book that goes through different quotes and picks and pulls them apart, from motivational speakers and top, the top 100, I guess you would say. Arnold Schwarzenegger has his own chapter. Shocker there, because he's like one of the most successful people in the world. Stallone had his own chapter again. Very, very successful individual. Maya Angelou, like there was a lot of different ones. And it was really, really interesting to hear like the not necessarily background story, but to get like a different perspective from somebody else that like followed their material. So it's a really good book though. I wish I remember the name of it and our author. I might get that out on tomorrow's video. But it's a good book. I finished the last chapter tonight. Well, I'm finishing. I got like one more chapter. I'm on the last chapter right now. And I'm on time with it. Today, I think, is the last day of January. So, yeah. Comment. Let me know how you guys are doing on your New Year's resolutions. I'm kind of interested. Or don't. If you don't want to share, I understand that too. I think that's it. I think I'm going to go to bed. Finish reading. Go to bed. Yeah.